Hey, I'm Cole from Microbial Mud, and today we're in Puerto Rico at Buena Fruta Farm. It's a regenerative, organic cacao and coffee and rare fruit farm. This farm is terraced down the mountainside. The terrace helps erosion control along with water retention. Have some cover crops along with some interplanted canopy trees, such as the Gliricidius. The Gliricidius grows really fast and is a nitrogen producer, so we're going to limb it today and then take those limbs and wood chip it. Those wood chips will then be inoculated with some fungi that we find around the farm through various techniques of leaf litter collection along with some IMO collection. So once we limb up the Gliricidius and wood chip it, then we're going to be creating a Johnson Sioux compost pile that will be about 3 feet high and running however long. Within that Johnson Sioux pile, we're going to be layering a pile of some thick brush, and then every 6 inches we'll be alternating from wood chips to brush. That way oxygen can flow through the pile, and then we don't have to include any plastic such as PVC pipes, so the microplastics don't get into the compost. Once the compost pile has cooled down, we'll then inoculate it with a fungal compost extract that we will brew from the IMO piles that will be placed around the farm at various sites. Some will include the old growth forest where some cacao trees still stand from the Spaniards, and other spots will be in some of the best producing cacao trees around the farm, so that we'll have a good fungal inoculum to then spread throughout the farm. Here in Puerto Rico, the soil is clay and compacted, so it's important to add fungi to this system to not only break up the clay and allow water to penetrate into the soil, but also to hold the landscape in place from erosion. Obviously on fruit farms, we want to have fungal-dominant soils, and here on this farm, through microscopy work, we've identified that it's more bacterial based, so adding more fungal inoculum is crucial to the trees, as well as establishing the right ecosystem and soil food web for future generations. These wood chip piles will be on certain locations that have good runoff and good shade, as well as some good protection from the elements. And throughout the year, when the Gliricidius gets cut a few different times, we'll create more piles throughout the farm. Those will also get inoculated with a fungal-dominant inoculum. And that will essentially set up these areas throughout the farm that will be filtering runoff and then fertilizing the farm downhill from the location where they sit. Doing this a few times a year is going to generate these hot spots throughout the farm for fertility, as well as some key locations for causing passive fertilization that will help inoculate the whole slope side. These main inoculum piles are going to become the main fertility for the farm, not just this year, but for future generations. That is going to make life easier for everyone on the farm, and is going to increase yields, increase nutrition, and increase the effectiveness of this land. All right, so here we are at the collection site. It's been 5 days, and we're checking up on the rice to see whether or not it's been inoculated. And it has. We're seeing some good fungal activity. Fungi has colonized not only the rice, but some kind of logs that we placed around here. It's really spread throughout this entire area, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So since we didn't use collection boxes and we just spread the rice onto the soil itself with some carbon material, we're going to not only collect the rice, but we're going to collect a lot of the leaf litter and the woody material to add into our culture. That way we're spreading some not only fungal cultures, but also some actinomycetes and bacteria that are going to be in sync with the culture of fungi that inoculate the rice. So once we collect this rice culture and the surrounding area of leaf litter. We'll brew our compost tea extract, which will steep for about 30 minutes, and that will extract the fungi and the bacteria into the water, and then we will apply that liquid solution to a poorer soil on the farm that also grows cacao and coffee trees. So we're going to be essentially extracting some beneficial fungi and bacteria to an area that is really compacted clay and has really high levels of bacteria but almost no fungi. So if you would like to learn more about this process, reach out to Microbial Mud for a consultation.